Hey, it's been a while since I did any of this. So, welcome to a typical Saturday in the bakery. I say typical because, okay, it doesn't actually happen a lot, but I like to carry my children to work sometimes when I have the patience. Okay, so I'm a very patient person, by the way, but sometimes I just want to be alone at the bakery, just baking away because it's like it's a place I go. Yeah, like I can get into that zone. You understand that zone where it's just me and the work that I'm meant to be doing. But I like to carry them to work. I want them to have a work ethic, kind of. Understanding that work is important, and I want them to know the kind of work I do. And so that's why I like bringing them along. Maybe I should ask, do you bring your children to work? Do you have a bring your children to work day? Yeah, so they know how to bake. It's the decorating part that they need to learn, but they can do their own. Yeah, not for sale. So when I bring them and they do a cake for themselves. And then, at least I keep them busy. And I want them to, like I said, get a work ethic. So here I was warning my son because I didn't realize that he was standing in front of the lens. He was standing in front of the lens, and of course, with that, you guys would not be able to see. So I was just like, I'm going to use this muiko, hey, and hit your face. Anyway, so he was idle. That's why he was pacing around there. He had already mixed his cake, and now it was my daughter's turn to mix hers. So I think he was just feeling idle, moving around. Yeah, so we ended up mixing. Kenza is doing chocolate sponge cake, which is like one of our favorites. Me and her, we just love chocolate. So when we're baking, we always want to bake a chocolate cake, me and her. That's like our favorite flavor. And funny enough, long story, but when she was in my tummy, for the adult, I could not I could not stand chocolate cake. I hated, oh my goodness, I hated chocolate cake when I had her. So funny how things work out. Anyway, so we've done our sponge cake mixture there. I finished mine. Mine was a vanilla, a plain one. And then now I went in to just give a bit of help with hers. And then we got her tin. Our tins were already buttered and floured the way that we normally do. I used the same the same scraper to remove the butter from the baking from the bowl there. And then we were the cakes were ready for the oven. We had already some that I'd already put in the oven, and I was just putting this ones now to continue. I think this was the last batch. We had recorded something with the other cakes, but I think the camera just decided to not save this particular video. So here you're getting us when we've already done a few cakes, and yeah, they finished. Now we're waiting for them to bake. Now I believe the next clip is gonna show us the cakes, because at some point here the camera went off again. Okay, these cameras were I think it was full. The card was full. I had to empty it at some point so that I can get more footage. Yeah, so they alternate usually. Janai, my son, had already done his cake, and the cakes were in the oven, so we were left with now these other ones. Kenza has already done hers. Yeah, and that was the end. I'm waiting for the other clip to come, which is here. It just shows the cakes that we had done. Those ones were just the plain vanilla blocks. I had made 2, and then I had a sponge cake there, square one, and then those 2 that I had put in the oven. Hapo ndo tulikuwa tumefika, and then now here my daughter had to go to the she had to go to the salon. As you had seen, her hair was not looking the best. I took some Panadol there. I was not feeling very nice. Yeah, so I took it, and then now I got Janai to now mix the cream for me, to beat it in the bowl, and then so that we use it for creaming the cakes. Yeah, so this is part 1. I'm gonna show you part 2. Stay tuned for part 2. Hopefully I'll just put them up at the same time, so when you're done watching this, please go to part 2, like, subscribe, share, stay tuned. Hopefully I'll be doing more of these videos just to show you how things are going at the bakery, so that we can grow together. Yeah, so he was mixing the cream there with a mixer. It's faster and easier, and I was trying to get ready with my cakes, slicing them. The sponge cakes, I usually do slices so that I can put cream in the middle of, in between of. Do you say in the between, or in the beginning, or in the between? Anyway, in the between, or between the slices, so that the cake is moist and not dry at all. But of course, you have to put in your sugar syrup. Very important to do so in between the slices. Yeah, so I was just getting my cakes ready there. So I'll see you next. Go to the next episode. See ya.